Hey guys, welcome back to video number 4. Today I'm going to talk about the education system and how it screwed me over growing up. Not in a bad way. Well, actually, yeah, it kind of was. But I just want to explain what happened and why I didn't like it for certain reasons. Now, I was in a normal elementary school and I went to kindergarten like everyone else, and then I was in a normal class with everyone else my age in kindergarten. But then when it came to grade 1 to 3, they put me in a special class. Now, don't get me wrong, these kids were amazing. I love these kids. They were like my best friends growing up while I was in that class. Even afterwards, till I graduated from elementary school, I was really close with them. But these were kids that had Down syndrome and a bunch of learning disabilities. Now, like I said, don't get me wrong, I have nothing against these kids, but I did not feel like I belonged there just for the mere fact that I was short. But the school and the education system thought it was fit for me to be there. I thought otherwise, but I had no say at that age, which I wish I did. I wish that I was able to change it because it set me back very far. Going into grade 4, I got put back into the normal class, and I was behind because I wasn't up to bar with everyone else because I wasn't in that type of classroom where we were being forced to learn things. We were doing all sorts of different things. Yes, it was fun, don't get me wrong. I did like it, but looking back at it as an adult and later on in life, I don't like the decision the school made. For the reason being that I had to catch up so much and I had so much difficulty doing it. And it just drives me nuts knowing that the system thought that it would be right to put someone like me in that type of class just because I was short. I did not feel as if I belonged there, but I couldn't do anything about it. Now, being in this class, I was basically playing with toys and everything. So up to grade 3, I wasn't really doing much work. I wasn't doing what a normal kid my age in school is supposed to be doing. So I was really behind going into grade 4. Up until I graduated, graduated from elementary school. I had trouble catching up. I was also put into another special kind of extra class where it was more focused on helping the students. There was only like 6 or 7 of us, but these were kids that did not have any learning disabilities. They were just a bit behind. So we got put into this class to help catch us up. And that main reason that I was in that class as well was because I wasn't up to date because I was put into this special class up until grade 3. But while I was in there in grade 3, they put me up in grade 4 into the normal class. But what I didn't understand is even being in this class, for certain things, I was put into the normal classes. I was put into the other class with the normal kids. Now, don't get me wrong, I don't consider myself not normal, but normal kids just makes it easy to explain. And I was put into the class with the normal kids for math, mainly, is what I can remember. And I was doing fine, so I didn't really get why. For math, I was in with the normal kids, but then for everything else, I was not. I was pulled apart. So it didn't make sense to me because I figured if I was doing good at math, they should know that there wasn't anything. There was no. I don't know how to actually say this without being ignorant. There was nothing that different about me just because I was short. I wasn't having any trouble learning or anything. Best way I can actually explain it. I hope I did not offend anyone. I am sorry if I did. But that's the best way I can explain it. And I thought that would have triggered them to be like, okay, there's nothing different about him. Let's put him right into the normal class so he can be okay and he can do what he's supposed to be doing because I didn't find it right for me being there. But they never did that up until grade 4. But now, don't get me wrong, it wasn't because they finally realized that there wasn't anything different about me. It was because they no longer had that class. So everyone that was in the class with me up until from grade 1 to 3 was also thrown in with the other kids. So don't get me wrong, if that class was probably still open, I probably would have still been in it because I didn't like that school. I didn't like their knowledge about who I was or the problems I had. But they did adapt to what I needed with the water fountains and all that. So I can't be too hard on them, but for this I will be because it was wrong. In my point of view, I shouldn't have been classified as different in that way. Not not mentally at least. As a, I hope hopefully that wasn't offensive, but hopefully they should just notice that I was physically different. Besides that, I was like every other average kid. Now, even in uh, even in grade 4, I actually had trouble catching up because I everyone was already doing cursive writing and all that. But since I wasn't in with the normal kids during English, I never learned how to cursive write. I still don't. I know how to sign my name, and that's as far as cursive I'm going to go. I gave up trying. I was like, screw it. I will print. I will type. I will do what I have to do to pass. But I am not learning that now. I learned how to sign my name. That's good enough for me. Not many people handwrite anyway. So to me, it wasn't that big of a difference. But for the mere fact that I had to teach myself how to sign my own name and keep on practicing, and it's still kind of shit. It's still not the best handwriting, but I can sign my name, so I'm quite happy about that. But like I said, that's what I learned how to do. And I don't class. It's just really weird because I taught myself that when I was like 17 or 18. I just kept trying at it and getting it done and working on it, and I actually did it. So I was actually like, yay, I can handwrite my own name at least, so I don't feel so bad for being in that class and missing out on that. Because really, that's all I would use handwriting for anyway. But even and then, like I said in other videos about teachers putting you down and all that, these teachers actually didn't. These teachers were actually really nice in elementary school. I didn't really, except for one. One teacher was, I'm not gonna say it on camera, but one teacher was really harsh, and I hated her. And if she ends up watching this video, I'm sorry for calling you out, but I did not like you as a teacher. And she was just really hard. I had her in grade 5 and 6. She was the one I went to with like the other few kids when we were behind, and I just did not like her. She wasn't that because I didn't like her because she was a hard ass or anything, but she was just rude and ignorant and harsh. And yeah, I just did not like her. She was like the worst teacher ever. No one really liked her. And if you're watching this video, if you end up ever seeing this video, you know exactly who you are and why I didn't like you. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is talking about why I was put in that special class and everything. But to this day, I wish I would have been able to stand up for myself and not do that. But for myself personally, I would have not. I will not let that happen to anyone else. And I hope no one is in that position right now. I hope your kids aren't put in special classes because they're short. They're not different. They should be in with normal kids. They should be learning like normal kids. So if they are, please get them out of it. It's not the place for them to be. They will have problems when they're older, and then they will feel as if they did belong in that class, which they truly didn't. And I just think it was wrong for me to be in that class, like I've said throughout this video. But I did enjoy it. I did like the class. I did get to know these kids who were great kids, who are awesome. I lost contact with all of them, but they were great kids. I have also moved, so I'm no longer in that area anymore. But I have heard stories about how these kids turned out, and talking about ignorance in one of my previous videos, one kid, he had Down syndrome. He was like one of my closest friends in that class. I adored him. He was awesome. And I heard a story a few years later when I went after while I was in high school about him being at a pool, and now he had Down syndrome, yes, but he was at a pool and the lifeguard told him to get out of the pool, and he wouldn't listen, and the lifeguard referred to him as a retard, and apparently he threw him off the lifeguard post into the pool and got kicked out of the pool. Now, to me, that's wrong. Not for the mere fact that he touched the lifeguard, but for the fact that someone referred to him as that word is so wrong. It's the worst word to call someone, and which is why I'm against using that one word. It's the one word I hate the most because these kids that I've grown up with are referred to as that one word, and it just annoys me. But I'm hoping he's doing better now. I'm hoping that that word just gets abolished. It's the one word I hate when people use. But that will be the end of video 4. I will make another video either tomorrow or in a couple days. I want you guys to give me ideas because I am truly running out of ideas already. My life wasn't that well, I can't say bad or good, but I just don't I have experiences, but I don't know which ones you guys want to hear, what you want to listen to me talk about. So if you want, put comments below and talk and tell me what you want to know about how it was growing up or anything. Just give me ideas for further videos and I will try and do all of them. If anything, I'll put some in a few videos. But that's it for video 4. Please like, subscribe if you haven't, and share this video. Thank you. Have a nice day.